Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Late Cricket Happening show as usual on a Saturday with your host Ram. Well dear friends and subscribers, again I'm very happy to see the response. Many people are liking this cricket show, which can only give me greater pleasure in bringing this Cricket Happening show to you. So thank you very much all those dear friends and subscribers who are liking this cricket show and also loyal to this cricket show. Well dear fans, friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings, today what I'm going to talk about is day 4 in the second test match between Pakistan and Sri Lanka, which was played here at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. And this was day 4 here in the second test between Pakistan and Sri Lanka, where Pakistan did a fine effort. In fact, what they have done is they have used the time to the maximum effect, because they know that tomorrow, the final day which is coming up, there is a forecast for rain. In fact, as you know, today the Pakistani innings was closed pretty early, which has been a trend in this particular test match, as you know, and they were placed at 330 for 7 with a lead of 107 runs and 3 wickets. So it's definitely they are not in a very good position, because if at all Sri Lanka get an opportunity tomorrow to bowl them out, then probably Sri Lanka, and if the rain stays away, then Sri Lanka might have a victory. But what they did is they did a good thing by staying at the wicket. They got good support. I mean, it was Yunus Khan, Misbah-ul Haq, everybody contributed. So I'll be talking about that. So that's the situation there as far as the 4 days play is concerned here at Dubai. And then, I mean, after all the clean sweep which was done in the Ashes series, now the rivalry is going to be renewed at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, where the Commonwealth one-day series is going to begin between Australia and England, and one can't wait for that. And well, that is going to be a different kettle of fish, but well, Australia, but at this time they are definitely roaring, no doubt about that. England are the ones who are under pressure, but well, I would also be doing a small preview of the first one-day international, which is coming up at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, or probably a series review. Let's see whatever time I'm in a position to spare. Accordingly, I will do. Either it would be a one-day series review, or it would be the preview of the first one-day international, which is coming up between Australia and England. Well, so let's start off with the game between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So today, as you know, Yunus Khan and Misbah-ul Haq had actually stemmed the rot yesterday on the third day by really playing in a very mature manner, and they continued. And in fact, today what happened was, today they resumed at their overnight score, and the first wicket to go was Yunus Khan. Now Yunus Khan also played some very good drives in his knock, but he was the first wicket to go. In fact, Sri Lanka, I would say, tasted early success by first picking up the wicket of Yunus Khan, as Lakmal got a ball which actually was going away from Yunus Khan. Yunus Khan was caught into it, and Prasanna Jayawardene behind the stumps once again took the catch. So he was gone for 77 with 5 fours, and thus the partnership was broken. As you know, yesterday this partnership was really going great guns, and finally this partnership came to an end. But what a useful partnership it was. It added 29 valuable runs, and that was very important in the context of the game, and that was what happened. So once Yunus Khan was gone, Asad Shafiq joined in. Asad Shafiq looked good. I mean, he played some very good strokes, and Misbah-ul Haq, the captain, was there along with him. But after putting on 52 runs for the 5th wicket, Misbah-ul Haq was a victim of Rangana Herath. Now this was a ball which really was a ripper from Rangana Herath, because after pitching on the middle stump, the ball really turned and went on to hit the off stump of Misbah-ul Haq, and Misbah-ul Haq was really he was really surprised, because what happened was the ball pitched on the middle stump from Rangana Herath, the left arm spinner, and then Yunus Khan was onto his forward prod. It turned across the face of the bat and went on to hit the off stump. So it was definitely signs of some good turn there. and definitely also we can say the wear and tear in the pitch also bringing up that enormous turn that Rangan Herat could actually get out of the pitch. So Misbah ul Haq was gone, bowled by Herat, but unfortunately for Misbah ul Haq, after doing all the hard work, it was pretty sad to see Misbah ul Haq walk back to the pavilion for 97. But what Misbah ul Haq did was something to be well noted. For the first hour, when he started play, when the play started on the fourth day, he actually could not get any runs. He could not get the ball off the square. In fact, can you believe it? He played for almost 1 hour in the first session without adding anything to his overnight score, and after only 37 deliveries, Misbah ul Haq got his first run. But let me tell you, in the context of the game, I thought Misbah ul Haq had done a wonderful thing there, because occupying the first over without adding, because what he did is actually use time, and time is of big essence for Pakistan. Even tomorrow, as long as they stay at the wicket, they would be in a position to save the match. And also, as I said, there is forecast for rain. Today play was stopped because of rain. Okay, let's come back to that later. So Misbah ul Haq was dismissed for 97 with 8 fours and 1 6, and the score read in fact, before Misbah ul Haq was dismissed, it was Asad Shafiq who was gone. Now Iranga was really testing Asad Shafiq. Now that was the time when the new ball was taken. The new ball was taken, and what Iranga did, Iranga, as you know, gets a lot of bounce, and that's what he precisely did Asad Shafiq. As Asad Shafiq got a ball which lifted on him, and he was gone, caught by Karnataka. He played some very good shots. In fact, he played one very good slash pass point, but Iranga got him, and Asad Shafiq was out for 23 with 3 fours. But one thing that one saw in this Pakistan batsman was the dedication, the application. There was a clear message for them that they have to stay at the crease. And if you look at the stats, in the sense, look at the scorecard, you would yourself come to know what I mean by that. Now after that, it was Sarfraz Ahmeds and Bilawal Bhatti. Now 245 for 6 when Misbah ul Haq went, probably it was a sort of an alarm bells for Pakistan, because what happened, 223 lead essentially meant only 22 runs on for Pakistan. But what really came about was something very splendid, and as I said, it was very important for Pakistan for that partnership, and it came in the form of a 67-run partnership between Sarfraz Ahmeds. Now Sarfraz Ahmeds, as you know, because of Adnan Akmal actually going back to the injury, Sarfraz Ahmeds, the wicket keeper, was there. So he was there. He was along with Bilawal Bhatti, and Sarfraz Ahmeds, what one saw is that he was playing with lots of confidence. Even after coming to the pitch, his defense was good. He was stroking the ball pretty well. He was driving well, cutting well, sometimes pulling well, and he also got admirable support from Bilawal Bhatti. Bilawal Bhatti also showed his batting prowess by playing very well along with Sarfraz Ahmeds, and both of them stitched together a partnership where Sarfraz Ahmeds was the one who was pretty aggressive. I mean, he was willing to use his feet to the spinners. He was playing them very well, and both of them, the partnership started prospering. And that was the time I thought that Sri Lanka really should have had a stranglehold on Pakistan, but unfortunately they couldn't do that, and that enabled this partnership to really prosper, and it took the score to 312 before Shaminda Iranga disturbed the timber of Bilawal Bhatti, who was bowled by Iranga for 32 with 4 fours, but he played a good hand. And then Saeed Ajmal came in, and then after that Sarfraz Ahmeds went on to score his maiden 50 in test matches. So it was his first 50, and he was pretty relieved after that. And Sarfraz Ahmeds, I think he has done a great job for Pakistan. In fact, he's still there, not out on 70 at close of play with 7 boundaries, and Saeed Ajmal is not out on 7. So as I said, Pakistan are 330 for 7. As I said, they are 107 runs ahead, and one does not know whether play, I mean, there is because of play actually stopping pretty early because of rain falling at Dubai. It is told, I'm told that on the final day, tomorrow is the final day of this test match, and I'm told that there is forecast for rain, but there is going to be an early start that they're going to do. Now if the rain stays away, let's look at a scenario where the match goes the whole hog. Now the responsibility, the onus is still going to be on Sarfraz Ahmed, who has to continue from where he left off today, and probably tomorrow, like how he scored a maiden 50, it should be a maiden century for him. He should score a maiden century. Not only that, along with Saeed Ajmal, who is at the crease, not out on 7, he also has to, Sarfraz Ahmed has to get good support from Saeed Ajmal, Rahat Ali, Junaid Khan, the tailenders, and then hope that they could actually get the total to probably around 175, and then hope that the rains come in, and then they have another, they have a chance to bowl at the Sri Lankans and put them under pressure, or because there is definitely forecast for rain. So I think Pakistan will be hoping that rain definitely falls, but Sri Lanka will be hoping that the rain stays away. But all in all, the final day is going to be an engrossing one tomorrow at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium here in Dubai, at the Dubai International Cricket Ground. So 330 for 7 was what Pakistan closed with on day 4, 107 runs ahead with 3 wickets in hand. Lakmal 22 overs 3 maidens 1 for 62. Pradeep didn't get any wickets today, 19 overs 3 maidens 50 runs and 2 wickets. But Rangan Ayarath, I got the ripper of a delivery to get rid of Misbah ul Haq. 43.3 overs 8 maidens 124 runs and 2 wickets. Will be resuming the bowling operations tomorrow. Shaminda Aranga with the new ball struck by taking 2 wickets. 33 overs 9 maidens 70 runs and 2 wickets. Angela Matthews 5 overs 1 maiden none for 9. And Kumar Sangakkara had to bowl 1 over. And he bowled that 1 over in which he gave away 7 runs. But as I said, the onus is definitely on the Pakistani batsmen. Pakistani batsmen, if they want to actually draw this match, the thing that they need to do is again going to be the same mantra that was there today, and that is going to be the occupation of the crease. Now, whether they can do it, they can still block the Sri Lankan bowlers and go on, that remains to be seen. But I think that is a real test. And if Sarfraz Ahmed could really do something like that tomorrow and go on to his maiden test century and really take Pakistan out of this very precarious position that they are in, then I'm sure Sarfraz Ahmed would definitely be a hero in this particular test match. Well, time will tell the story. So let's wait for the 5th day's play to start here at Dubai. In this second test match, which is as I said, is the final day of this second test match. Well, from here, as I said, the rivalry is going to be renewed, but on a different territory, I would say, because from the test matches, you're shifting into the one-day internationals. So 5 one-day internationals are going to be played between Australia and England. So I think it will be better for me to do a small preview of this whole one-day series, just looking at the one-day series. And see what lies in store. Well, as far as England are concerned, Alistair Cook will definitely be leading the side. But let's look at England. England, well, they have Alistair Cook, they have Ian Bell, Joe Root for stability, Ravi Bopara. Now, Ravi Bopara is a very, very good one-day player. He's a sort of a person, but Ravi Bopara, one has the feeling that he is not showing that amount of consistency, and that's what is precisely needed for England. Alistair Cook, Ian Bell and Joe Root, well, they have to bring their best now. It's time. Eoin Morgan will be somebody that England would be really, really hoping that they could really turn that particular loss in the Test series, because they would be really looking out for Eoin Morgan to deliver the goods every time he goes to bat. Ben Stokes, well, they have some exciting players. Let me tell you, England definitely have some exciting players. Ben Stokes, we have already seen what a potential all-rounder he is in the making for England now. I'm looking at him. I wouldn't really compare him to the yesteryear, now the commentator in Sky Sports, Ian Terence Botham, but I would say that Ben Stokes definitely showing all the capabilities that Ian Botham was showing. But the only thing, as far as Ian Botham was a good hitter of the ball, but Ben Stokes not to that degree, but definitely a potential all-rounder in the making. Joss Butler, we all know what an innovative stroke player he is. He can bring all sorts of strokes into the picture, and he is the man who is absolutely associated with innovation. He has the scoop shot, which he has really made his own now. And then look at the bowling. Now, looking at the bowling resources according to me look a bit thin there. Chris Jordan, he has already made his one-day international debut against Australia, as you know. And the good thing about Chris Jordan is that he has a lot of pace in his deliveries, which would be interesting. And then Tim Bresnan, James Treadwell, Boyd Rankin. So this is going to be the combination. And then as far as Australia is concerned, well, Australia will have, now Australia according to me would have an explosive opening pair who would be opening the innings, because David Warner is back, and our own Finch, we all know what to say, what a damaging player he is. He can really damage the bowling of the English bowlers. He is the one who would be partnering David Warner, and both of them, you know what they are. I think it's like a swashbuckling opening pair that Australia has, absolutely at the top, and then it's followed by Shane Watson, and then they have Michael Clarke, the captain, coming in. George Bailey, who showed, because of his showing in the one-day international series against India, that's the precise reason he was selected for the test matches, even though definitely George Bailey didn't do, other than banging those sixers in that one particular match, other than that, George Bailey didn't have any good knock of note. And George Bailey probably is going to miss the bus to South Africa tour, probably, I think so. And then we all know about Glenn Maxwell. Glenn Maxwell is a pretty clean hitter of the ball, and when he hits it, the ball stays hit. So he's another one, pretty exciting. Brad Haddin, the wicketkeeper, he's in some tremendous form, as you saw in the test series. So that is something that everyone would be watching for. And James Faulkner, you remember James Faulkner? He has been a part of the Australian success in the one-day series against India in India, where James Faulkner not only scored his century, but he was also a part of many an exciting match which went on in India. So he's already proved himself. And then Nathan Coulter-Nile, who has been doing well in the domestic circuit, he's also a very good hitter of the ball, and he's a good all-rounder. And then they have Clint McKay. Now Clint McKay, if you look at the Big Bash League, he has not even been selected for his team, Clint McKay. So one does not know what lies in store with Clint McKay. One has to wait and watch. Xavier Doherty is the left-arm spinner who will be playing for Australia. I just remembered something. So that is the first one-day international which is coming up. So looking at it, as I said, I would definitely back Australia, because Australia are absolutely booming with confidence right now. So I think England are not going to have it. It's not going to be. They might do well, but probably they wouldn't be. Able to really match Australia. I think Australia are looking still powerful, according to me, as far as paper is concerned, and I'm sure that confidence boost that Australia have after winning the Test series with a clean sweep, that is going to add enormous pressure on the Englishmen. So that's the first one-day international, which is coming up tomorrow at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Now, one thing that I just forgot and I just remembered, so that's the precise reason I'm going to that, and that is the first T20 match which was played between New Zealand and West Indies yesterday, and that is something that I failed to cover. And as you know, T20s are something which are very, very pretty important, because as you know, the T20 World Cup is coming up. It's going to be played in Bangladesh, but one does not know, with the current political situation there, where lots of things have been heard, whether Bangladesh would be able to host the T20 World Cup, and the Asia Cup is also going to be held in Bangladesh. So I'm not so sure whether Bangladesh would be in a position to hold the T20 World Cup, with lots of things being heard as far as Bangladesh political situation is concerned. So one does not know. But as I said, with keeping the T20 World Cup which is coming in into focus, I think T20s are going to be very, very important. So there was one T20 which was enacted here at the Eden Park in Auckland. This was the first of the T20 series between New Zealand and West Indies, and New Zealand were the victors. In fact, because of shortage of time, I'm going to be pretty brief here. New Zealand were the ones who actually batted first. They put 189 for 5 of their 20 overs. The feature being Brendan McCullum, the captain, slamming 60 runs of 45. In fact, West Indies had the match under their grip for all the time. In fact, they were 104 for 5 after 13 overs, New Zealand, in the 13th over. And after that, it was a matter of McCullum and Raunchy really launching into the West Indian attack and really wresting the initiative from the West Indies. And West Indies had taken the initiative, they were holding the initiative, but the initiative was totally wrested by New Zealand through this partnership, which was a very punishing partnership, which added, if you look at it, from 104 for 5, they finished at 189 for 5 of 20 overs. 104 for 5, so basically they added 85 runs if you are looking at it, we are looking at 43 deliveries and 85 runs were added, thanks to Brendan McCullum slamming an unbeaten 60 of 45 deliveries with 2 4s and 4 6. But the man of the match went to Luke Ranchi, who really launched into this West Indian attack by mauling them with an unbeaten 48 of just 25 deliveries with 3 4s and 4 6s. And look at the damage they created. They made the damage they gave. I mean, the damage they created into this West Indian bowling attack. Samuel Badri, 4 overs, none for 25, was the best. He bowled well. Tino Best was really carved. 3 for 40 for him off his quota. 4 overs, no maiden, none for 46. Sunil Narine was absolutely taken to the cleaners. Nikita Miller, 3 overs, 2 for 26. 4 overs, none for 24 for Dwayne Bravo, the captain. And Andre Russell, 1 over, no maiden, none for 23. Luke Ranchi really took him apart in that particular over. As far as West Indies were concerned, and Luke Ranchi, it was very good to see Luke Ranchi, the wicketkeeper batsman from New Zealand, really getting on, because it was high time that Luke Ranchi played a good knock, and he really took this opportunity to slam runs, and it came at the right time. As far as West Indies were concerned, they found the chase a bit too hard, and finally they finished up with a score of 108 for 8 with the spinners, not the spinners, the medium pace of Jimmy Neesham, 4 overs, no maiden, 3 for 16. Nathan McCullum's off spin, 4 overs, no maiden, 24 runs and 4 wickets, really adding to the pressure with 1 wicket for 50. Adam Min was the person who was, if you look at his figures, 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 15 he got. But what was very important as far as Adam Min was concerned is that Adam Min was bowling. He was bowling at searing pace, and he was actually passing the 150k mark. He was bowling at almost 153 knots, it's 153k, and Adam Min was absolutely superb. Searing pace, and look at the bowling. I mean, not only that, with the searing pace, he could actually bowl in an economical manner too, and that's very important. But whether he can sustain that pace, that's what is pretty important for New Zealand. But at least in this particular match, he really impressed one and all. I'm sure he would have impressed all the New Zealand selectors there. 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 15. The speed gun was registering 150. He was going over the 150 mark. There was one particular delivery that he bowled that hit 153 knots. So that's splendid bowling as far as Adam Min is concerned. And if you're going to pass the 150 barrier, you could just imagine what's the amount of pace that you have on the ball. Excellent. I thought Adam Min was superb there. And for West Indies, well, Charles made 16. 23 coming from Andre Fletcher, who was the highest scorer with 25 balls. Kieron Paul made 12. Dwayne Bravo 10. I don't want to really get into those details. That's it. It was Luke Ranchi, the wicketkeeper batsman, getting the man of the match, helping New Zealand recover from a very tough situation, 104 for 5 in the 30th overs, with giving company to his New Zealand captain Brendan McCullum. And there were debuts for Kieron Powell and Chadwick Walton, who made their debuts in this particular match, in this T20 match. Now the second T20 match is coming up on 15th of January. It is going to be played at the Basin Reserve in Wellington. But well, dear fans and subscribers, that ends my late cricket happening show on a Saturday. And tomorrow I'll again be seeing you with the report on the 5th and final day's play, which is coming up between Pakistan and Sri Lanka in Abu Dhabi. As I said, it's going to be an engrossing affair tomorrow on the final day. And we'll also have, I'm sure I'll be in a position to also give you the report of the first one-day international between Australia and England, which is going to be played at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, fondly called the MCG. That's it from me, your host of Cricket Happenings for today, and I will be seeing you all tomorrow, dear friends and subscribers. It's good night. Thank you.